Hello, 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 friends. Nicholas here with DIVO TED Talks, Devoted Talks, where we talk about ancient wisdom and practice from a modern lens and experience so that you can help end suffering in your and those you love lives. That didn't quite land as I hoped it would, but I am very excited to point out that this is the last episode in season 2. I have consistently recorded for one whole year as of today. And it is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. And I found that to be a very potent and powerful reminder as I am recording this last one. I am recording it in April, but I am very excited that we are moving forward and moving on and that the Force is with us. And so I want to talk about, the Force from a yogic perspective, right? In the last episode, we were talking about setting intentions, and what you align with and tune into is what is going to guide you, or how you're going to be guided to your greatest manifestations of self and life and your well-being. And this force is active and out there, but it's not separate from us. We are a part of it, and we're just lining up with it in greater and varying ways, depending on how life is showing up. And we've all had those magic days. Like, they may be fleeting and far between depending on who you are, but you have had these magical days where you're like, it just couldn't get any better. And it's just amazing. It's like the universe was conspiring to make everything good for me. I think it's called metanoia instead of paranoia. Metanoia, everything's conspiring for your greatest good. And I choose to line up with that as much as possible. But there are days that are just like, dang, can't I catch a break? Oh my gosh, which then just starts this spin of what you're focusing on. And then you tend to get more of the things that you're focusing on. And it can get messy. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, may the Force be with you, right? So there's the Force in the Star Wars, and I'm not really a Star Wars guy, but I do have a friend who is, so we talk about it. I'm more of a Star Trek guy, but, we all have our things. Mine's more of a nostalgia thing, and I'm only peripherally interested in a lot of things. The only thing that I could say that I'm the most into consistently and have been for the longest amount of time is movement. Like, I am fascinated by movement. I am fascinated in studying it in other people, and I'm fascinated in helping other people correct it and optimize it. Now, I haven't done a lot of that with myself because I'm in a unique position. I can do most anything fairly well. Like, even on my worst days, I still can kind of do most things to my extent. Now, I don't have a huge drive to do a ton more. Like, I don't care if I get a perfectly leg straight bow pose. Like, that's not what yoga is about for me. Yoga for me is being able to do it and get to know myself while I'm doing it. And that is the force that I choose to carry with me and move with me. I want to get to know myself to the deepest, subtlest, and greatest and fullest extent possible. And in that, different life experiences offer information. And so movement is one, challenges are another, right? I was talking to somebody. I don't have a drive to win a marathon. I don't care if I train super hard, and I want to train and do the thing, and I want to give it my best. And if I don't give my best, then I do it again to try and give my best. But I'm not worried about whether I win or not. Like, I don't have to win. I just don't feel wired that way. And so that does sometimes offer me more opportunities for laziness, but it also allows me more context for knowing whether I'm really into something or not. Because if I'm really invested and interested in something, I give 150% of myself. When you teach fitness classes, you have to give 120 to get 80% out of people. That's what we say. So I know when I'm invested in something because it is something that just pours from me and comes out of me and fills my cup at the same time that it's pouring out. And I know that the same is out there for other people too, right? It's not just about setting a goal and accomplishing it, because then you just have to keep setting goals. My goal is that I get to know myself more and better. And that is not necessarily the right one or the right goal for everybody. Like, some people, winning is important, and that's great. I appreciate that about you. But what I'm trying to get people here to understand is that the force is with me. The fourth is with me because I am connected to what my goal is. I am connected to what I desire most. I am connected to that thing. And that's where the force fuels you. So if winning and operating at, you know, before seen, levels, right? You're optimized beyond anybody's, capacity. You are able to take it from the most minimal expression of the pose all the way to the greatest expression of the pose, even though you didn't start there. That's amazing, right? The act of yoga isn't about you eventually getting the straight leg when you're doing standing bow pulling. The point is that you are burning away the things that are holding you away from yourself. And that is yoga. That is the goal here. And that is what this podcast is meant to help you do, is to help you see and think about things differently so that you can burn away, shed away, get rid of the things that are hardest and even easiest and block the way between you and your greatest self and your greatest goals and the greatest expression of you. Right? Sometimes the simple ones are the ones that really are the hardest to get rid of because you're kind of like, whatever. It's only a minimal obstruction of my ability to get there. Right? But when you really tap into the force, to life, to your life force, right? It's this bottomless well. It is the elixir of life. It's Amrita. It is the potion for eternal life, right? Sorry, I was trying to think of the better way to say it. It's the elixir of life. It can heal all wounds. It is this thing that allow you to live forever. And it's, you know, what do you think about that? Do you mean living in a physical body forever? Do you mean living forever connected to your soul? So let's not get too uh stuck in the weeds there. But like, think about that. Being connected to the essence of what you are, filtered from the greater consciousness from which you descend, is the forever energy. Purusha, which is another name for your individual one, Atman, is connected to Purusha. It's connected to the source. It's connected to the energy that makes this all possible. And so if you're truly connected to that as it pertains to your unique expression of consciousness, then you will have all the energy in the world and then some to do and become and fuel what you desire most. And the only thing preventing you from getting there is these obstructions that may be greater or lesser densities in your way. And so sometimes my greatest impediment is that I enjoy to feel good, but I don't necessarily care how I do that. So like, I could be just as cool sitting outside and enjoying that as running the race. And I have to get my mindset right so that I do the one that I need to do for whatever it is I'm trying. Right. So like, I like team run races and competitions a lot more because it gives me a little bit more oomph to go, because it's not just me I'm worried about. It's the team. I am impacting the team. I am helping the team. I am creating these next levels of, togetherness and what we can accomplish together. And if I don't show up, then I'm somewhat letting people down, but moreover, I'm letting the greater expression down. And so what do I mean with all this? May the force be with you. May your ability to connect via your unique expression of consciousness to life force, to the energy that breathed you into this existence, so that you can recognize your purpose from the greater extent and how it fits into the greater tapestry. And not just because of that, because it feels good. It feels good to do what you like to do. And that's going to be different person to person to person. Some people like my beard and some people don't. And I like my beard for now, but when I take it off, the people who like beards will wonder why I took it off. And the people who have been complaining about the beard will love it. What does it matter? It really matters what I want and what I enjoy and how I like to express myself in the world. So on this last episode of this season, season 2, my wish for you is that you are able to shed away all the things that are holding you away from the force within you that fuels, that is the initial movement. It knocks the first domino down. And without it, this whole game wouldn't exist, right? Shakti and Maya doesn't exist without Purusha or Shiva. So don't get stuck in the illusion. Remember who you are. And then enjoy yourself, because you can't enjoy the illusion if you don't know who you are, but you have to use the illusion to figure out who you are. And then the real magic starts to happen and you can be well and be free.